Hi everyone, today on the show I have an interesting guest. I had the honor and the pleasure of meeting her a few months ago. I actually witnessed her live on stage, sharing her story amongst hundreds of women. She's incredible, she's self-empowering, she's inspiring. So welcome on the show, Grace. Hi Grace, how are you?
Hi Anastasia, it's lovely to be here. Thank you for asking me to join you on your show.
You're welcome. I had the honor of actually experiencing and hearing your story on stage, which blew me away, and I thought I have to have that girl on the show. So please do tell us a little bit about yourself. What I understood was there was issues with weight from a young early age. So yeah, please tell us about it.
Well, one of the things that I had to conquer as a child was growing up in a migrant home where I was expected to work hard at school and be the good eldest child. And one of the things that I did to medicate my feelings was eat a lot. And as a result of overeating, I became very, very overweight. And my whole identity got taken over by my weight. So I lived basically my childhood and my teen years with the identity of the fat kid, and it was really quite destructive to my self-esteem.
So the more focus was on the exterior.
Yeah, well, the focus became on the exterior because I was a migrant who needed to belong, and the way to belong in this country was to fit in with the other kids. And there were all these really cute, girls in mini skirts and blonde, blue-eyed boys, and I wanted to be one of them.
Yeah.
But I was struggling with my feelings, and I had nothing to do other than overeat. My family were amazing, but I was lonely, I was confused, I had displacement issues from migration, so I turned to food.
So when was the turning point in your life?
Well, my mum started me dieting at the age of 7. My mum,
young.
Yeah, my mum would drag me along to, gyms and diet places, and my sister would help. And the more they tried to help me, the more I ate. So the turning point of feeling inadequate was when I noticed that my identity came from my appearance, or so I thought. And I was just not getting ahead. And the more I dieted, the fatter I got.
So when did you have to, what was the stage where you found that self-discovery, where you changed your life around?
Well, it was quite a journey because other girls were getting boyfriends and I wasn't.
So that was,
And I was in love with the captain of the football team.
Oh, God bless you.
So I was the fattest kid in school, in love with the most attractive guy at school. And his name was Wayne Kelly and my name was Grace. And I wanted to be Princess Grace Kelly, so I had my sights on marrying him.
Oh, that's a good one. So what actually happened with that? Did he actually find out that?
I was totally love struck with him, and he had a really soft spot for me. But he just said, Grace, I really like you, but and I just said, no, I don't know. But I was trying to negotiate being the girlfriend of the captain of the football team, even though I was really, really large, and by large I mean like about 100 pounds overweight.
So being that, when did you start losing the weight?
Well, I was dieting from the age of 7. So my whole life was on a diet, off a diet. And then I followed the path of being a good Lebanese girl. I studied hard. I went to law school. I became a corporate mergers and acquisitions lawyer. Amazing. But that was stressful and I ate a lot. But I felt lost because I loved my law firm. I loved being a lawyer and I loved my family. But I wasn't connecting with my true destiny because I was overeating and studying and longing for some romantic experience and not finding it. And then it wasn't until I was actually living in London at 27 and I went to drama school. I'd been a lawyer and then I went to London and I was working as a lawyer by day and going to drama school at night, that I kind of started to find out that there was more to me than my brain and my body.
Oh, so that was your turning point in your life.
Yeah, because drama school for everybody else was about getting an acting career. For me, it was finding who I was, starting to find my identity.
So that was really your destiny you had to go through, and whether it was the drama school, whatever it was, that's where you found yourself.
Yeah.
So when was your first boyfriend, if you don't mind me
Oh my
asking? So when did your Prince Charming come?
Oh, my first big love was a guy called Wolfgang, who was a musician from Berlin.
Well, there you go. See?
I fell in love with him. But my first boyfriend was Andy from drama school.
Oh, there you go. So
Yeah.
there was light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah. I don't know what you mean by that.
Well, like
I met someone.
Yeah. So
I
that
lost a lot of weight at drama school.
Oh, that's fantastic. So after that, so what have you done with your life now? Because you have really achieved quite a bit. So what are you actually doing now?
When I was in England, I actually found out that I had an eating disorder. And I didn't know that there were things as eating disorders. I just thought that I just liked food. But I found out that I had an eating disorder. And I started working on my eating disorder. And by doing that, I had to do some personal growth work. I had to go into therapy and
so it was a process
a lot of
that
issues
that you had to go
and
through.
find out that I had to stay away from sugar. I can't have sugar. It's been 10 years since I've had sugar.
Okay.
And by staying away from sugar and flour, they're the two culprits, I started losing weight and I've dropped over 100 pounds.
Oh, that's fantastic. What a great achievement.
Yeah.
Good on you, Grace. A real role model to everyone out there. So now in your life, what are you actually doing now?
Well, in my personal development story, I also found out that as much as I liked being a lawyer, it wasn't my true calling and I wanted to help people. So I studied psychology and became a life coach.
That must be rewarding, especially where you came from and where you have come today.
Yeah.
So good on you, Grace. That's fantastic. So if you had a message to give to the audience today, what would that message be to inspire and self-empower the audience out there today?
I think that if something's not working in your life, there's a reason. Okay. And you need to dig into your issues by understanding what's going on subconsciously. And that's my passion, working with the subconscious. So whenever somebody talks to me about, I'm not happy about something, my question is, what's going on under the surface? And everybody needs to always ask themselves what's going on under the surface. If you're overweight, don't judge yourself and think, I'm just a greedy person. Just look at why you're overweight, what's going on under the surface. If you're in a career you don't love, why am I doing here and who am I living this life for and what do I really want? So always, they always talk about listen to that quiet voice within. But to listen to the quiet voice within, you have to get rid of the monkey on your back because there's always competing voices talking to you. So by being able to dig deep and separate the voices of negativity, you can then find out what the voice of your true calling is. So do your work, dig deep. There's this thing that I always tell my clients, name it, claim it, let it go.
Excellent.
If you just name it and then try and let it go, that's called bypassing. You don't want to be a bypasser. And if you name it and you just claim it and then you just never ever let it go, then you're wallowing. So you name it, you claim it, you let it go, and that's the path to self-empowerment.
Great message, Grace. Fantastic. If Grace can do it, so can everyone else. So thank you, Grace, for being on the show today. Thank you so much. That's all we have time for. So signing off for now from the Talk Show Angel at Vercos TV.